Hello, this is Derek from Inflatable SUP Authority, and today we will be reviewing the Shark 3 pump from Outdoor Master. I'll show you exactly how to use it, starting with deflation and then inflation. So right now we are using the Shark 3 for deflation. I have it connected to my car. I will not show you the inside of my car because it looks like a bomb just went off in there. But regardless, so right now what we're doing is we're actually deflating the board. So you can see the pump is doing the work. Now, some of the things I did notice when I did inflation with this pump is that you can't really see the display in the sun too well. I feel like that is something Shark 3 could use, but regardless, it's just a small little detail. If you put your hand over it, you'll kind of be able to see the light. And ta-da, the board is deflated. Basically what I did was I put this valve right in the deflate area. I don't know if you can really see that, but it's in the deflate nozzle, and yeah, it's deflated pretty good. I stopped it because I didn't want to put too much pressure on the seams or have too much suction come out of this board. So now we're going to inflate, and I'll show you how to do that. So now we're actually going to use the battery of this pump. So we charged the pump a little bit with the car connector. And now we are going to do a full inflation with no cord, no nothing. While this pump is a little bit bigger, one of the beauties of it is it has a really nice cooling system which allows you to do up to 6 SUPs, which is actually pretty amazing. So today we'll just inflate this one without any power and see how it goes. To start inflation, you want to make sure that is screwed into the inflation label, which is located just below there. And then from there, you want to make sure that it is on PSI. So you could change that with this button right here. You can press plus or minus to change the PSI. And then you just press power. In this case, I have it to 14 PSI. I usually like to do 12 to 14 PSI range. For cheaper boards, maybe do a little bit less, but for this Amazon board, I am doing 14. So we're gonna time the inflation of this pump and see what it gets. Last time, I think it inflated this board in 8 minutes and 55 seconds about, if I remember correctly. I screenshotted it, so let's try it without it connected to the car, see what time it does. So there it goes. Just FYI, you want to hold the power button on first, just to turn the pump on, and then press power again, and then that will make the pump basically start inflation. So as you can see, my specimen here is growing. It's becoming alive. So let's see if this pump can do this. There you go. Wow. Okay, so interesting note. That was a lot louder than I expected. Interesting that when it is not connected to the car, the pump is a lot louder. I guess that's because the cooling system is coming on and it's using the battery. So overall, compared to the Shark 2 pump, I find that this is a little bit louder, but when it's connected to the car, the noise is about the same. What's actually pretty crazy is we're at about 3 minutes and it's already past 10 PSI, which is actually really good. So when the pump works by itself, not connected to the car, it seems to go a lot faster. Just a good little tip there. Okay, wow guys. So this pump inflated that whole board in 3 minutes and 27 seconds. That's very impressive. This is actually the fastest score I think I've seen this board do. Now this board was pumped up to 14 PSI. But still, I am really impressed. So you can hear that fan come on there. I just have put the valve in the deflate end there. And so I press power to turn it on. You'll know it's on when this light display is on. Press power again. And the board is deflating. Now I will note with this one, I tried to change the valves from the inflate to the deflate while the hose was connected to this board, and lots of air just came out already. So this isn't a magic representation. A lot of the air was already taken out of the board whenever I was doing the change. Still, nonetheless, it's deflating. And actually, this is the fastest way to go about deflating your board, because as soon as the board is this collapsible, then it's a lot easier to fold it. Especially with boards that are made of a little bit cheaper quality and maybe the PVC is a bit thinner. This is a good way to make your board fit into its packaged dimensions. So you can see the board is pretty deflated, so I'm going to turn it off now. And if you hear that, that's the cooling fan. That will go on for about a minute or so. But now our board is nice and deflated and we are ready to pack up. So overall, what are my thoughts on the Shark 3 by Outdoor Master? I think it's an excellent pump. This is probably by far the best SUP pump I've ever used. Most of the ones I have used are ones that are connected to the car, and so those take like double the time to inflate. Well, this guy took 3 minutes and 27 seconds, which is just insane to me. So what do you guys think about the Shark Outdoor Master 3 pump? Let me know in the comments. Till next time, this is Derek from Inflatable SUP Authority. Thanks for tuning in.